Welcome along everyone to the FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments, where today DUX Adriman takes on Heretics Matias in an action-packed match of FIFA 22. And as always, bringing you a call of this game is myself, Brandon Smith, and joined in the commentary box is Richard Buckley. Rich, we're joined for another FIFA main event, and we've got an unbelievable matchup in front of us.
Absolutely, I cannot wait to see how this game goes down. Adriman, the Spanish giant from left to right, against the Argentine superstar, Heretics Matias. It's going to be a great game. Honestly, when you look at these two on paper, really not a lot to separate them. Both had outstanding seasons last year. Let's see what happens in the main event.
It will be Adriman kicking from left to right with maybe one of the first chances of the game. Players playing in the FIFA Ultimate Team. Strips as Adriman looks to open up his account. It's not taken long at all for the Spaniard to strike here in the FIFA main event. 6 minutes on the clock, and he certainly enjoyed that one.
You saw how quick, precise, liquid FIFA in the final third. It was one touch, in around the box, popping it off, and then an emphatic finish from who else? Prime R9 Ronaldo. On these accounts currently as well, every single Team of the Year player available, all the Prime icons, almost identical squads these two are using. You're seeing the best players using the best items right now.
And you're seeing the best players currently in the FIFA Global Series going head-to-head. This is what the FIFA main event will provide you week after week. The best players from all around the world showcasing their stuff on the virtual pitch. And we have to speak about this, Richard, because, you know, Adriman had a fantastic year last year. He was making headway not only in the FGS, but also in the La Liga. And speaking of the La Liga, it's a tournament where Heretics Matias finds himself in now, playing for Real Zaragoza. Moved over to Europe, obviously, from Argentina with Nicholas 99. Obviously, both Argentines signing for different esports organisations, but nevertheless, taken a massive move and a massive step moving to Europe.
Yeah, he's made not a splash, so to say. It's been a seismic wave here in Europe, Matias. He's placed top 8 in the qualifier number 1. He's one of the master teams as well with Team Heretics. It's such a good move for him. And then you look at qualifier number 2, the solo 1v1 tournament, Brandon. He finished top 4 in that qualifier, only losing out to Tex in the semi-final stages.
I've had a brilliant start to the FIFA 22 Global Series, but in this game, he hasn't been able to breathe as Adriman takes a finesse from distance. It's off the post. And very nearly, that might have been 2-0 for the man of DUX Gaming. Speaking of DUX as an esports organisation, you look at their roster of talent. There is so much talent. Obviously, another one of our mastered squads as well.
Just have to say, where on earth was Van der Sar on that finesse shot? He was stood still. He was watching the ball fly past him. Just because of the goalkeeper, like, watching the ball go past. I thought it was going way wide of the post. Managed to hit the upright and honestly could have bounced anywhere when it fell.
It's the first chance and maybe the first sniff at goal we'll see from Heretics Matias. He had a 3-kill on the edge of the box, got dispossessed, and this is where Adriman can be dangerous on the counter-attack when he has got numbers and he has got options forward. It's Mbappe. Couple of ball rolls. Will he go on his own? The Frenchman! It's off the post again from Adriman. And it's literally the post and the woodwork that's keeping Matias in this FIFA main event tie, because it should have been 2 or 3-0 by now.
Certainly should have been. He's hit the post twice. Adriman is come out of the traps absolutely on fire in this main event matchup. He is attacking, he is quick, he is slick in the final third. He wants this game to be done at half-time.
That's the approach he's had to this. Obviously, both players, as you rightly said, Richard, have got the ability to use unbelievable stacked accounts. Bit of an interesting effort there from Cristiano Ronaldo on a weird finesse. Still got goalkeeper working and moving out for a call, and that one recycled in and eventually defended well. But his first 30 minutes, Heretics Matias has been pinned into the box. We could see a counter-attack now. There is an ongoing run there from Lionel Messi, who will have the legs. Will he get round João Cancelo? No, he won't. Just another one of those incredible Team of the Year items that was dropped into the game as of late, and certainly a player, Richard, that won't be moving out of one of those fullback positions, or the Portuguese fullback.
No, not all year will João Cancelo be moving out of the squad. Out of all the players currently in FIFA 22, João Cancelo is the 4th highest rated statted player in the entire game. The 3 players above him, Prime Hullet, Team Near De Bruyne, Team of the Year Jorginho. He is right up there in the elite category, not only at fullback, but across the entire game, across all positions.
I mean, if you look across the board, Richard, most of these teams we're seeing, no doubt we will be seeing across the rest of the FGS season this year. With the Team of the Year players being introduced into the game, as time goes past, we'll see more prime icons drop into the game. As teams get more stacked as we head even towards the Team of the Season. I'm aware we might see 1 or 2 more additions into these squads, but you can see pretty much head to head, they are literally neck on paper. De Bruyne, Hullet on one side, De Bruyne, Hullet on the other side. Mbappe might have the legs now. First sniff at goal, maybe the first shot of the game for Matias. A couple of ball rolls. Works in a roulette there, tries to find the right angle. It's a solo effort from Mbappe for the split second there. Didn't go the way he wanted to in the end. It's a big block at the back from Marquinhos, who had to stand strong. He's able to win the ball back for Adriman. That's the first scare he's really had all game.
Great win from Ruben Dias at the back against his City teammate. You saw in that last attack from Matias right there. He tried to do the La Croqueta straight into a pass. It's a very sort of strong meta skill move combination in the final third. We might even see it again here. Look for the Croqueta straight into a pass.
Brilliant feed. It's brilliant feed from Matias. And unfortunately, that's going to be the last kick of half-time here in this FIFA 22 main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. It's DUX Adriman leads Heretics Matias by 1-0. Richard, break me down the stats at half-time.
Well, the stats, I should say, speak for themselves, Brandon. Expected goals, 1.5 to 0. That's because Matias simply hasn't had a shot yet. If he managed to register a chance at the end of the half-time, I'm sure that would have counted towards it. Just having a quick look at the possession, how both teams are lining up, a 4-2-3-1 against the 4-2-2-2 of Adriman. There's not been a lot to separate the two sides, to be honest. It was a quick, frantic start from Adriman where he did get his opening goal. Since then, Matias has got back into the game. Second half about to get underway.
And here we go, back underway for the second half of this FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. And after quite a difficult first 35 minutes and a frustrating first half for the Argentine in Heretics Matias, it was the last 5 minutes or so, Richard, where he was able to create just a pocket full of chances, and it mainly came from Mbappe, sort of having a few solo runs on the ball. A combination of skill moves, that level of unpredictableness, I should say, that the Parisian forward will often offer you. There was just no one at the back post, and he was trying to create that first real chance on the stroke of half-time. What will we see in the second half here? Oh, wow. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's one that will certainly bring a smile from both players. And a big sue from Adriman as he timed it green on the edge of the box. That's what that man will do for you. Cristiano Ronaldo. You cannot let him have a sniff at goal, let alone a chance from that far out.
Finesse isn't really a word that you associate with Cristiano Ronaldo. You usually talk about strength and power and sort of those raw attributes. Finesse, maybe you'd say more a Messi type attribute, but a beautiful finesse shot, curling it into the far post, out of the goalkeeper's reach. He timed it green for good measure, and it's good for his stats that have been dominant so far, that 2-goal lead for Adriman.
Oh, finesse. Matias says, I'll have a go if you're shooting from that far out. Difference being on that occasion, the angle just wasn't quite right, let alone the shot was not timed green. Oh, an unbelievable start to the second half for Adriman. He doubles his lead. And we saw Matias in action against his fellow Argentine teammate of the E-Nations Cup of past years in Nicholas 99 in the previous main event, where they had quite an action-packed game. And a big part of that was for Matias, which was having ridiculous shots from a good 30-40 yards out. I think I remember one of them that flew in from quite the angle from Zidane, I think it could have been.
Yeah, I think Vieira as well might have had a couple of attempts from in and around the box. It was a truly outrageous game, to be honest with you. This one seems a little bit more composed. That long ball aiming up the pitch, but when you've got the team of the year defence, it's going to be easy pickings, really. Maldini sprinkled in across that back four as well.
Nicely done. That's nice. It might be headed some volleys around the box. For Heretics Matias has needed something in this game, because so far with 65 minutes left, or I should say played on the clock, that's the best passage of play we've seen. It was like one bounce, headers and volleys. Cristiano Ronaldo with the perfect finish as he brings the goal back in the game.
What a finish it was. Perfectly timed from Matias as the ball dropped out of the air. There was only one outcome, it felt like. It's almost time stood still, and Matias could have a second here.
It's like that goal was... Well, Matias back to life here. Suddenly looks so electric in these sort of areas on the field. Oh, no. Tries to reverse Elastico his way in the smallest of areas. Does go out for a goal kick in the end. That one looks a little bit harsh. But maybe it might have been a corner. That's an awful pass from centre-back into full-back there. And suddenly, it feels as if Matias could be on it. The bag on equaliser. Defends well. Marquinhos, massive block at the back. Kevin De Bruyne will get this attack moving. Just under 18 minutes left now of this FIFA main event matchup. Mbappe says, why not?
I thought for a second that Ronaldo was just going to glance that header into the far post. It was a lovely diagonal cross into the box. And you almost expect the net to be bulging.
This could be a chance. João Cancelo, we spoke about how influential he can be, both defensively and never thought I'd say the words of him going forward. Messi dinks it in! Surprise for Cristiano Ronaldo. And from 2-0 down, speak about turning a game on its head from Heretics Matias.
Well, Ronaldo's came to play in the second half, it would seem. Double tap pass into CR7. And Matias could be on for a third.
I mean, what a turnaround this will honestly be. It falls so kindly on the edge of the box for Kylian Mbappe, who scoop turns, manoeuvres Cristiano Ronaldo. Is it the perfect hat-trick of dreams? It might fall kindly in on Messi. Once, twice.
Once, twice, 3 times. Van der Sar will not be beaten, it seems, to give Matias the lead. And maybe just a little bit rushed as the ball fell to him at the back post as Lionel Messi. You expect a little bit more composure, but Adriman just keeps on giving the ball back here in this final 10 minutes.
And I mean, if you told me with 60 minutes on the clock, Richard, there would be any way back, let alone a chance at 2-0 down for Matias, I would have said you must be having a laugh. However, weather's changed in this last period of the game. It's been ridiculous. I mean, look at the positioning from Mbappe at times. I don't know where he's currently sitting in this team.
Good win.
Could be on for a winner, it.
Oh, if it had just reversed that ball with CR7 into R9, I think it's almost a guaranteed goal. The offside track came up and he just rushed it.
Are we on for late drama? Or are we going to need more time to separate these two? Maldini tries his best to flick that one on. Can't quite find the angle that he was looking for. Added time to follow. Just a minute now. Have we got late drama? And it will be the last chance of the game that will fall to DUX Adriman. And that will do us for 19 minutes. 4 goals between the two, and they simply can't be separated.
You see the 90-minute stats right there, the end of regulation time. That XG quickly got brought back up, didn't it, from Matias? It was 0 at half-time, got 2.3 in the second period. Possession exactly the same. There's only 15 passes between the two combatants. It certainly shows how evenly matched they are. As you see, the 4-3-2-1. You're asking about where Mbappe's playing, Brandon. I would probably say as a left centre mid in that 4-3-2-1 formation.
I was asking the question because at times it felt like Mbappe, yeah, literally was one of the central midfielders that is positioning. And at times Ruud Gullit was even getting more involved in the final third than the Team of the Year Parisian forward was. A couple of changes at the break. We'll see Ibrahimovic make his way into the FIFA main event this evening. And even Pele making it onto the field. 30 minutes left to play. We need 30 more minutes to separate these two. Which way?
It's not bad subs, is it? Pele, Team of the Year Kante, and Winter Wildcard Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Could be a chance. Mbappe all the time in the world. Speak about composure. And who else is it than Cristiano Ronaldo? They're having fun in these FIFA main event, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. We're having fun watching it at home. 5 goals. And that speaks quite a lot of Adriman's ability there, Richard. He could have easily taken the shot of Mbappe, but he had the belief and the backing just to slow it down, wait for an option, and then just offload it to Cristiano Ronaldo with an easy tap-in.
Gave it a little shush to the camera as well. No, you talk about composure. That word perfectly describes that move right there. Just simple pass across the box. Sees the extra man and then doesn't even rush his chance. Takes an extra touch, settles, and then finishes it. Can we see a back post cross to Zlatan?
I'll tell you what, he's going to be in the box. This is the sweep. Is he offside? Just offside is Kylian Mbappe. And there he is, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He will be fresh off the bench and potentially could offer an outlet. There is space for Ronaldo to exploit, depending on which Ronaldo you're on about. Could be R9, could be Cristiano. Brilliant feed. Look at Ronaldo, able to just shift left and right. He's got an opportunity there. Zlatan. He's waiting in the box. Still Cristiano Ronaldo!
What a chance. What a meandering run from Ronaldo. Corner whipped into the near post. He thought Zlatan was about to potentially pick it up at the back post. It maybe got flicked across. Love the speed of the corner as well. No hesitation. I know what I want to do. I want to stick it in the near post and try and win that first contact.
With the options you have got on the box, there's no surprise why you wouldn't try and find the likes of Zlatan or Cristiano Ronaldo. It's got a minute left of this first 15 here in the added period of extra time. Halfway here, it is DUX Adriman that leads by 3 goals to 2 in what you can see by the possession of this game and the shots. 50% possession, 7 shots, the XG not too far apart. This is a really, really even game, Richard.
We see sort of how scrappy it is. Just interceptions right there. 19 interceptions against 22. Matias has intercepted the ball 22 times and Adriman 19 respectively. That just shows sort of how end-to-end and scrappy, I think the perfect way to describe it, in the middle of the pitch this game has been.
And you see Adriman bring on Ibrahimovic. He goes, well, if you're going to bring him on, I'm going to have a little run out of him as well. As he picks up his first touch on the ball, does the sweep. Can't find the ball through. That's quite a fortunate fallback, though, for Cristiano Ronaldo. He tries to flick a couple of skill moves into the mix, and the combinations might look nice. He just couldn't get the turn on the man. Pele, is he onside? He's fresh off the bench. No, he's not. Just offside. Could be dangerous. In the box it goes.
Really the man you want crossing though, is he? You want him in the box. Zlatan delivering from all the way out on the sidelines.
Seeing both players now, Richard, just allude for that little double tap pass or little dink over the back line. Try and find the ongoing runner.
It wasn't intended for Ronaldo, but I think he was the closest player to maybe getting on that driven pass.
It's a nice turn, Pele. That's very dangerous. And for a split second, I thought that could have been in the box. It was just outside. 19 metres out. Heretics Matias, he needs a goal. He's got Ronaldo over it, Rude Hullet. And it'll be Cristiano Ronaldo to let rip on this one. It's cleared off the line. The chance still just about alive for Matias. His time is running out. He's got minutes left, let alone seconds. Reverse elastico from Pele, bundled to the ground. The chance to break for Adriman, maybe.
No!
Is he going to be onside? No, he's not again. Caught with the offside trap.
How is that not a red card, by the way? Just absolutely went through the back of him on the edge of the box. One final chance here, potentially, for Matias if he can win this ball as it's bouncing around in the middle of the pitch.
Well, if anything, Richard, it could be a chance to
Zlatan.
conclude the game and seal the deal. Look at Zlatan. What a save. Ronaldo on the acrobatic. I thought that was very dangerous from that far out. A minute of added time. That was the last roll of the dice for Matias. It's another big win. And the referee will say that is all she wrote. 120 minutes played on the clock, and it was a 5-goal thriller in this FIFA main event. But it does end 3-2 for DUX Adriman over Heretics Matias. And that's all from us here in the FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. Be sure to like and subscribe for more EA FIFA esports content.